Botchama! Botchan! My little Botchan! This is one of my favorite animes though. And just coming after Detectives Exodia waifu, I am all hyped up though, man. Detectives are dead. I don't know, I mean, I love the episode, but it's kind of, I love it because it's really stupid, you know? It's like that kind of trash taste where you're like, oh, this is so bad that I love it. But honestly, I don't know if it's bad. I just think, I don't want to spoil it here, but I just think that Detectives are already dead. I think it's so predictable, honestly. I'm just like, oh, she's gonna be this thing. Otherwise, it happened. I mean, every prediction I've had in the anime has come true, you know, has come to fruition, yeah. And it's always kind of the dumbest idea you have to. Maybe, what if she's like, the ghost of his dead girlfriend in this thing? You know, it's like, what if it's this trope or something? But it was hilarious. The ending was hilarious. I think that it's kind of extra funny because I don't want to spot with that, whatever, like a sad scene, right? It was supposed to be a sad scene, but I just laughed at it. Maybe I'm just a sick person, but I generally think that most people are gonna laugh at it because it's so convoluted that it's just kind of hilarious. That it's kind of silly, stupid, right? It's kind of like one of those movies where you're like, this is supposed to be, you know, an actual good movie, right? But it's kind of funny. For 86 for me, this year for me, there's a lot of that. I feel it's supposed to be like a sad death scene, but it's so superficial, so shallow that you just laugh at it. This is so ridiculous when the cat's like running on the race. Oh no! Don't leave me behind! You know, this is so over dramatized that it's just hilarious instead. But now instead, of course, a real comedy anime, Botchama, and last episode's kind of sad. Some bits of that. We saw Alice's mom though, you know, her nice, very nice friend and mommy. So, but she's dead now, I guess. I wouldn't surprise if his mom is alive though. She's a witch probably, right? So I wouldn't surprise if she's alive. But hopefully it's gonna explain. I mean, it's only 2 episodes left. I really hope we're gonna have something of Botchan's mom, right? The queen, or I mean, she's some kind of, you know, maybe it's a queen, but she's like a duchess or something, you know, whatever. Right? She's some kind of type. Basically, she's a queen, right? Something high noble lady, like a duchess, a countess, maybe, I don't know, something in the higher ups there, right? Like the basically ruled the country. Right? I want to see what's her perspective with it. Why was he cursed, right? I hope it is ended him explaining why he was cursed. I guess because that he keeping is his mom's fault, right? Not of course purposely, but like, you know, mom was fighting with a witch or something. But anyway, let's watch again. So 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, like I want to know why he's cursed, at least for an ending. But maybe it's like a 10 episode for now. Who knows? Season 2, maybe. But I keep just imagining that his grandfather seemingly knew magic too, right? That maybe his grandpa, the king kind of character, was a witch, right? And you know, Ali, yeah. And her mom was like, Alice's mom also knew grandpa well, right? Probably because of course he was his head of his mayordomo, right? Yeah, because mom was the mayordomo of the estate, right? So she probably knew, of course, the grandpa. So opening immediately. Maybe that's special. I think it's one of the best openings, you know. I love opening. It's a kawaii opening, come on. One thing I haven't rewatched in a while, of course, is high score, you know, high, yeah, which I really, you know, that I mean, because obviously I'm a fighting game, you know, I love fighting games, and I love, of course, Guilty Gear currently. Yeah, I play Guilty Gear not every day, but I played yesterday for a few hours. You know, I'm the highest ranked action load player. Yeah, I've been there since basically the first week though, so I'm pretty good. I'm honestly pretty proud of my action low. I'm pretty good with, seriously pretty good action low. You know, I used to compete in Guilty Gear and Blast Blue, and I was one of the best players in Europe. Blast Blue and so on. I was literally the highest ranked Arakuni player on the internet and so on, you know, by best of rank and so on, back in the days. And so for that. And one of my friends, he's the best player in Bang in the world, basically. He was one of the best players in Europe in Bang and so on. So yeah, I'm friends with one of the guys that was like one of the best suited players in the world, and also then Guilty Gear and Blast Blue. And actually, the guy that trained me in Guilty Gear when I was very young, he was the best player in the country in Guilty Gear at the time, and he plays Mila Rage. Him and his friend was the guy, our colloquial friend then, what it was called. He is the guy who put the Guilty Gear when I was 18. Took me to this like Japanese fighting game club kind of thing, and introduced me to Guilty Gear, and I played Eddie and Action Load in the beginning. And my friend's friend then, he was currently the champion in the country. He was one of the best, if not the best player in Europe at that time. He had won like the many terms. But whatever. So anyway, obviously it's the same people that made, you know, High School Girl, and I love it anime because I'm a huge fighting guy, and especially I love the Guilty Gear and the Blast Plume and so on. And I definitely like Guilty Gear more than like Dragon Ball Fighters. I love the game too. It's a great game too. It's a great game too. But I don't know. I think they made it's a little bit too much for me. Like you wait for your turn. I feel you kind of do your combos, and I definitely prefer Marvel's Capcom versus Dragon Ball. Whatever. I got it. I love fighting games. Okay, I could definitely just make fighting game videos all day if I wanted to. But yeah, honestly, I'm a little proud of my action load because I'm really good with action load. I haven't played for like 2-3 weeks, and I started playing again this week. I took a 2-3 weeks break and played some other games, and I just crush people. See, Mom! Okay, finally, come on, give me that Mom episode. Mom, give me that Mommy, the Cashan episode. Yeah, give me that Mommy episode. I wanna know about Mom. Come on, I wanna know about, you know, the Queen. Yeah, disgrace. Nice, hoping for a Mom episode. Come on, finally. We've barely seen her face before. Come on, finally. I want to know if she actually loves her son. I think she actually loves her son. And now those of you all is much more prettier. Yeah, you should way more feminine. I can't move in this style. Yeah, Mom, it's too, you know, hard to move. It's a vast improvement. Yeah, now you look like a woman. Yeah, be a proud lady after all. I'm really happy now, honestly, because there was a tactic I wanted to write. I wanted that Mom episode. Yeah. I wanted a MILF episode, come on. And like, no! You're a rich, noble lady. Shut up and know your place, right? Kind of Mom, definitely. Exactly, shut up, yeah. It's like dumb. But I think it's pretty clear. Mom is like, you know, shut up, girl. You're a freaking noble lady. You have to, you know, be in a noble outfit and look proper, right? You're supposed to marry some rich prince, right? I see where Mom is coming from in that angle, at least. Reminds me of Baccarina's mom. They're like, Baccarina, stop climbing the trees! Supposed to marry the prince, you know, yeah. But at least in Katarina's case, though, her mom can obviously stop being, you know, hard-ass because Katarina's already engaged, right, to the prince. Viola doesn't have a fiancé yet, so here I can see why the mom is like, shut up and be a proper young lady, right? Yeah, stop being so like tomboy. You're embarrassing our family, right? I hope it goes back to the mom, honestly, yeah. I keep saying it, but come on, you said it for one episode. I was like, okay, so Viola, because obviously it's not Viola now, she wants to be a free, independent, strong woman, right? Which makes sense, you know, typically, you know, a princess doesn't want to be held down, right? But I really want us to see the mother. Oh, I want to be a maid. Nice, I can even be a musician. I can be a maid again, I guess. A chef maid, I guess, more, I suppose. And Rob can pet me. Oh, yeah. Onishama! Let me be Rob and Alicia's pet, yeah. Yeah, please, Alicia! There we go. Pretty, please! Yeah. I will be a good maid girl. That's good. Using her feminine charm, she's so proud of. Rob! Rob! Who's this young lady here? Yeah. Man, this guy can talk to ladies, man. It's like, oh. What a beautiful dress you have, Viola. Oh, thank you, Robbie. Yeah, this guy knows how to charm them, man. You know how to charm the young ladies. Well, I guess not she's gonna be happy with the dress anyway. Because Rob is like, it's so beautiful on you. Oh, yes. Rob likes it, then it's fine. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be like, in one you could always, you should be happy then. But here we go, she's gonna, you know. Oh, nice, Kaff is there too. Nice, like girls' night, it's a girl party. I like Kaff sitting in this weird, is this, yeah, showing her body, right, of course. Because Kaff is like a, some kind of weirdo, definitely. I like how Viola does the exact same thing. Projecting much, lady. Nice, girl party, yeah. Girls only party. Nice, you get my pajamas. Nice, of course she throws off her clothes immediately. This anime extra stuff. This anime definitely has some ecchi, yeah. Kaffe's like, yay! Oppas! Yeah, of course she's like, just showing her oppas to them. Well, they're only girls there, I suppose. It's like girl party nights. Yeah, that oppa slap there. Damn you, big Kaff, yeah! Well, I mean, Alice is big too, right? It's only Viola has like, you know, it's tiny. Yeah, but honestly, in Mom's defense, she was like, can you please stay home and be like normal children? And they both left on Christmas Eve and left the mom to be alone on Christmas. Honestly, in her defense, I felt sorry for Mom there a little bit, because even her number 2 son also abandoned her on Christmas Eve and went to her older son, yeah, and was like, screw you, woman. So she was all alone during Christmas. Yeah, honestly, I felt a little sorry for Mom there. She's pissed off. But in her defense, I think in that sense, like, she didn't expect Walter to leave her right on Christmas Eve, yeah. But yeah, girl party. I love Kaff sits like me though, show her pants to do, yeah. Because I am sitting like that too, you know, in kind of like I like sitting like that too, you know. In kind of like, yeah, I like sit, you know. When I watch videos, I sit also very often in this kind of, you know, position, whatever you call it. Yeah, kind of like, I sit with my legs like this, right, you know. Yeah, like, like that. But yeah, I don't know. I feel it's comfortable. I don't like having my foot on the ground like that. Yeah, I like having my knees like this, right. Or I usually sit like this in yoga stance, yeah. You know, in yoga. So I usually do, you know, with my legs, yeah. I don't know, but I was on it. I have very flexible legs though, since my many years of taekwondo and so on, so I have very, you know. But yeah, maybe it's why I like Kaff. Yeah, it's my kind of lady, man. Sits like a real woman. Flex, yeah, see? Kaff is doing, I am sitting exactly like Kaff that usually. That's a kind of my thing too, you know, kind of this. It's really comfortable. Am I the only one like it comfortable? I find it super comfortable that it's a Kaff too, yeah. I don't know. Some people say they can't do it because they're not flexible enough. Because I can easily get my knees down to the ground. But you have to stretch for people, right? You have to stretch more like that, yeah, you know. You have to stretch, right? Come on. Man, there's a lot of boob slaps! Stop slapping those huge titties, woman. So much jealousy. So much jealousy in the bigger knockers. But obviously, Viola is like a reasonably sized woman, right? And then Alice and Kaff are like giganto mano, yeah. Yeah. My mental age is higher than yours! Yeah. Because Kaff is definitely very childish, yeah. Well, Kaff, you're like a 5-year-old in mental age, so. The owl, this is Mom, come on. I keep saying, this is the mommy, right? Come on, this is Mom. Oh, it's the older witch? God damn it! But then maybe she's Mom, though. I mean, she obviously can be Mom. Come on, please tell me it's Mom, because I want to be right with this Mom, like, come on, give me this mommy. Well, it's like a scar on her face. She's probably the witch that cursed him. Even though she lies if she was dead. But it felt like an obvious lie. She was like, well, she's dead. But yeah, so now Mom is all alone here because she hates Walter. No one likes Walter anyway, so I mean, this is basically like her being. She's like, you left me on Christmas, boy! See, I think in this case, actually, Mom is right. Right? She's like, you abandoned me on Christmas Eve, son! I'm your mother, and you didn't even tell me when you left. He's like, you know, Mom, I was angry at my brother, so. See, I feel that Mom is at least correct pissed off at him. She's. But yeah, so she's the owl then. But doesn't that power feel similar to their family? Because the Botchan is the owl, right? And his grandpa is the owl, so. Yeah, because the family's animal, basically the owl. Like the familiar of his family is the owl. Maybe she's the sister of the mom? Maybe she's the aunt or something? I don't know. I still think it's possible that she is Mom, right? The Daleth is actually the mother, of course. But we kind of saw like a scar under the mask there. And I don't think that the mom would, you know, have a scar. She's hiding with Maddie or something. So it's probably not her then, given that we saw the kind of the scar on the cheek there. But that being said, maybe it's like, I don't know. I'm just like, I just feel so. I mean, we clearly have the song with the pussycat and the owl, right? And the owl is clearly representing Botchan. And we see there's some other owl playing for him too earlier. So I just feel so much that his family is represented by the owl as their animal, as their familiar, right? Non-habits. Sounds like, of course, Daleth, yeah. Sounds like, you know, the... Yeah, but, I mean, she obviously knew her mom, Daleth, right? The, you know, the witch coven leader. Exactly, yeah. She obviously knew mom. And she's kind of a, yeah, so kind of nun, head skull thing. And the other nun is probably the one that cursed... Yeah, but I mean, come on. She's like 2 females, 2 evil nun-witches with her mother. One is Daleth, and the other one is obviously gonna be the one that cursed him, right? Come on. Very, come on. Who will be the other woman with Daleth? Definitely gonna be... Yeah. Certainly. Yeah, what did it say? She was like, I'm gonna kill you, kids. Okay, let's be friends. Well, I don't know if that is evil necessarily, though. But seems to be kind of evil. Or has like... I mean, she might not be like, you know, 100% evil. But she probably has an agenda, right? Some kind of cunning scheme in her favor. To mean that she's like super evil. But she probably wanna abuse them for some reason, right? They, you know, utilize them for her own evil... Or like, more evil, but like personal agenda, I guess. Like personal agenda. Of sort. Yeah, but the Lobo is clearly talking about Daleth and the other woman, right? The costume. Yeah. Come on, read more. Read more, Alice. Read more! Okay, that looks super suspicious. It's like, tell me more! Yeah, that was like super suspicious, man. He looked very, very suspicious with that. Super duper suspicious, man. Stein. Yeah, stop it, it's my girlfriend! Yeah, it's like, come on, man. But she's so hot! I can't help it! She's just a babe! Yeah, I get it, Stein, I get it, man. She's just a babe. I can't help it either. Yeah. Yeah, not a... He's a wild piano player. Yeah. I'm not the one that loves her. Oh my god. Butch-sama! That was cringe. Cringe! It's a good point, yeah. But you can't be honest with your love for Kaff, right? So, good point. Yeah, it was a good point though from Botchan there. Of course, Alice is all blushing. He's fighting him about her love. But it's a good point for him. I mean, Kaff, he clearly loves Kaff, right? He's all up by chasing Alice, but he clearly wants Kaff in the end, right? So he should stop trying to smash Alice when he actually wants Kaff all along, right? Come on. Like a sword chandelier. Yeah, it's like a... Yeah. Rob is wielding it like a weapon, man. He definitely would be a kind of Castlevania boss character with like a candle sword thing. It would be like, let's fight, yes, honorable man, yeah. Oh, what's it doing then? Looks super suspicious. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Yes, clearly it's her, and probably the other. But I can't betray my friends! Oh, it's an order from the witch. Ah, yeah. Where Kaff gets it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Daleth showing the true colors here. I would kill Kaff otherwise. Hmm. Yeah, now I'm... Yeah, oh, spaghetti, oh. Oh, you just tell... Dad told me to destroy it. It's like, okay. I'm just following orders. Okay, so Dad doesn't follow orders anymore. Well, he's like a crazy witch, guys. He's not really like a one. You know, I don't really. Yeah, Sane isn't really like an ordersome guy that follows orders. He's like, I don't want to follow her order anyway. I mean, I love Cup, but I don't care about that. So, he obviously hasn't that much loyalty. Read it first, then. Read it first before you destroy it, maybe. Yeah, but you could read it first, and then you could like destroy it. You know, get the information in your head right, and then destroy it. I think you could play this a little better than that. But of course, Botchan is like, but you're my best friends! I love Cuff, she's my sister character now. Come on, I want to hurt her. Yeah, but the owl though is clearly looking at them, so... Yeah. Yes, the washing was owl power. Or any animal, it can be other stuff too, okay. There we go. Okay, it's like I used to have this. Yeah. I can rebuild it, yeah. It's my badass power secret! Ho ho ho! Yeah, Sane, man. Coming up with this bad trick here. I wonder what's important for her to not have the logbook telling she was there, though. Cause, I mean, Alice rather knows it anyway, yeah. Yeah, pretend to be crying. Good, yes, cry! It's like, pretend to be crying, boy! Yes, Yukata. I thought I lost it. It's like, yes. Yeah. Mamoru! I will protect you! Yeah, just like mom! Mama! And that's all like, oh, you're just a man. Yes, Botchan. Yeah, don't get so close! I'm killing you! Stop trying to get yourself killed, woman! Stop trying to touch me! Yeah, like, come on! Yeah, I would have so much paranoia if I was dating the woman with his powers, of course. Yeah, I'd be like, ah, stop trying to touch me all the time! Yeah, I'd be so afraid of killing her. But it feels definitely like the other woman, of course. The other non-woman was the cursor, right? Yes, definitely a puzzle bit missing. Stop trying to grab that hand! You thirsty boy! Maybe we're gonna unmask Daleth here at the ending. That'll be interesting. Oh, maybe she's gonna kill Sane now. Ooh. You know, she might know that he's, you know, betrayed her, right? Yeah. I guess she knows, right? Probably. She's like an ancient witch, right? Oh, here we go, though. Alice's mom, maybe? Oh, so he has two nostril scars there. If we say coffin here with like Alice's mom or something, right? Or maybe the other witch. Ah! Told it! Alice's mom! Sharon, yeah. Freaking call it. I knew it. She was a coffin. It's like it's gonna be Sharon, right? Daleth's true face, yeah. Freaking has Alice's mom there in a coffin. I call it. So I saw the coffin, I was like, okay, I guess she keeps Sharon for some reason. As her zombie girl. Okay, so jump to F. This one after any credits here. Let's jump to that. Whatever, time is wrong, then whatever. Rob getting a mail of sorts. Oh yeah, from the queen, I guess. From the mother. She's so like, you missed my birthday or something. She's all angry. Oh, it's like a finally I meet mom. Final episode. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Mom is home again. Finally, I guess the final episode. Finally. The final episode is gonna talk to his mommy finally. Yeah, I keep saying that in the beginning of the episode, but I was like, finally it's gonna be more about mom, right? Yeah. I do think though in the beginning that she's right to be angry at her older son. I was like, you left me at Christmas and you didn't even tell me you were gonna go away. She's like sitting there all alone, like, yeah. That's like stupid kids didn't even tell me they were leaving me. Yeah. Like, at least you could have told me you weren't gonna come to eat Christmas dinner with me. And she's all like, that stupid son. I'm gonna summon your brother again. I'm gonna put him in the family. I trust him at least, yeah. But hopefully then the next episode is gonna explain mom's perspective and reasoning. And if it's obvious that mom would know why he's cursed, right? So I think the final episode is probably gonna be mom explaining what happened when he was a kid, right? Because she has to know why he was cursed. And I don't think she hates him, right? I think she's afraid of his power and so on. Trying to protect him in her own way, right? But certainly mom has to know why he was cursed. And it's probably, related to her, right? Or her father. So that's interesting. But yeah, got some mom part, got some cute girls night, got a lot of boob slap. Yeah, got Kath showing her, up eyes because of course she's like, hey, yeah, cute outfits, yeah, and she throws off her clothes and they're like, goddamn Kath, stop being so immature. But I love this scene when she was like, you stupid big up eyes. He smacks her, yeah. Goddamn this anime ecchi. He's like, he smacks her. He's like, stupid big up eyes. I want big tits too. And he smacks her hard, man. Yeah, harassment. Sexual harassment, yeah. He gets up there and like, he's really, yeah, the whole body, he's just swayed, hooked. Man, yeah. God damn it, Viola, that is harassment, yeah. That was honestly pretty brutal. Just really smacked the titty there. Anyway, we finally get to see Daleth's true face in more way, in more way than one. Right? We can see her face, but also of course her true colors. Her actual, how she actually looks and her actual behavior. She's freaking evil, man. Like, telling Saint she's gonna kill Kath if he doesn't, follow her commands, right? But I guess he did fell for his trick then, because he was like, I hate that stupid guy, but at least he got my, did my mission. So his magic there clearly did the trick there. He destroyed the logbook, but he could rebuild it with his power. Some kind of time power, I guess, or some healing power or whatever. So he managed to trick her though. But showing off Daleth's true face. The older nun certainly is the woman that cursed him, right? As she know, of course, it's like her sister or something, right? Or her rival sister, whatever the other woman is. Definitely. And as I guessed though, it was Sharon. I was like, it's gonna be Sharon, right? Or the other witch in the coffin. Yeah, I mean, I immediately felt like, come on, it's gonna be Sharon, right? Like, I was like, come on, it's gonna be Sharon. As soon as I saw the coffin, I was like, okay, so for some reason she has Alice's mom in the coffin. What doesn't make any sense here, though, honestly. That makes really. But one thing that this is kind of stupid, honestly, kind of plot hole. Yeah, that's a plot hole. But think about it. So anyway, when Alice, of course, Alice and Botchan episode 3, right? Where they're out walking in the city. Dad is like, oh my god, Sharon, what are you doing here, my good old friend, my bestie? That makes no sense now. If she had Sharon in a coffin, I mean, certainly she would be surprised seeing, I guess, Sharon outside, but she was acting like that she thought it was Sharon, right? She was acting like she thought it was Sharon. She wasn't like, oh my god, how did you leave my coffin? She was like, oh, what are you doing here, Sharon? Are you out buying some food? Yeah, it was kind of a little bit, I feel like a plot hole now. It felt like she didn't know that Sharon, like she actually thought that Sharon was out there shopping or whatever, right, in the city. But she also knew that she was Sharon, but she had Sharon in a coffin with her magic. So why would she? So, because I mean, I think she should be way more surprised that Sharon is outside the coffin. Like, what? How did you leave my prison spell? Yeah. I think she should either be more like, what's happening here? Or she should be like, oh, it has to be their daughter, I guess, you know. But she was kind of like surprised to see Sharon up and about. So that feels really weird right now. Honestly, it feels plot holy that she's like, how she acted seeing Alice. If she also had imprisoned Sharon. But yeah, anyway, for some reason she just imprisoned Sharon, right? And it's very clear that Sharon is more like just a majordome of the estate. She clearly has some magic powers herself, right? I mean, I said earlier, I think Alice is a witch of sort. And, you know, I guess that Sharon's being kidnapped here by DALETH or whatever, or potentially not kidnapped. Maybe she's trying to save Sharon. I mean, it might be that she's actually not pure evil. You know, maybe she actually is somehow protecting Sharon. Maybe Sharon fought, you know, the other witch, right, that was trying to kill Botchan or his mom or whatever, right, because she probably is friends with, you know, the mom. Don't really see that scene, but, you know, given kind of how the backstory is, she knew the father very well, right? Of course, the grandpa, yeah, of her father, I mean. And, you know, she's probably the same age, right, with Botchan's mom, right? So I could imagine her being good friends, maybe best friends with the mom, right? And then, of course, growing up and becoming the majordome of the estate there, working for her and you know, her father then. But, you know, maybe she got like in some kind of coma after she cursed witch spell or whatever, right? And she was fighting to save her from the evil witch or something. So maybe DALETH actually isn't evil. Maybe she's protecting Sharon from from a cursed spell or something. You know, maybe she got like a typical sleeping beauty curse, right? I guess. That would make DALETH a good person that's supposed to the end. And is trying to, like, in her own ways, revive Sharon. That's like her best friend or sister or something. Yeah, maybe, right? Maybe. But her action feels kind of weird then. I think it's gonna be something like that. Just trying to save Sharon. But it feels kind of convoluted. She's like, she could just tell Alice and someone the truth then, or, you know, just have like threatened to kill Kaf, because she probably wouldn't actually kill Kaf then. If she's not isn't a bad person. She's just trying to save her in her own manipulative way of sorts. But she's probably like a neutral person, of course. You know, she's probably willing to kill people to save her love interest, whatever Sharon is to her, right? I suppose so. But still, though, I feel if she just told Zane and Kaf and so on, they probably would help her save Sharon, if that's a goal, though. But it does feel like she's actually like kind of like, oh, you know, yes, my Sharon, right? Like she's like, this is my beloved Sharon in a coffin, yeah. It doesn't feel like she's imprisoned her there, right? Maybe imprisoned her, but I kind of do give it. I mean, yeah, maybe she imprisoned her, but I do feel it's more on the notion that Sharon is like in a coma, she's trying to save her. I think that is more reasonable to assume that's the truth, right? I would think so, at least. Definitely. It's pretty interesting anime, I think, in that sense. I was thinking now, but it's interesting anime. I said earlier that it has both good, you know, comedy, and of course it's a beautiful love story, and it's all, you know, kawaii and so on, wholesome. And then it also has all this mystery. So yeah, I think the anime is, you know, Botchan is a really good anime, and I really do think it's one of the best anime this season. I think by not like a landslide, but definitely up there in the top 5, I think, because it really has, you know, both this mystery storyline, obviously I'm talking about, but also then the comedy and so on, right? Yeah, it has comedy, sadness, some interesting like dynamics where he can't save her falling into the water and it gets really sad, but also kind of wholesome, right? So it has all of it going for it. That's happening, and at the same time, it has this, I think, well-written mystery, but it doesn't feel like it's like this super obvious. Yeah, like it's not really obvious what's happening. It's like good mystery of sorts. I can't really figure out the truth, right? But I don't feel the anime has given me enough material to like really figure out what's happening. But for a certain thing, like for example, compared to Detectives or Dead so earlier today, that anime is super obvious everything's happening. That anime is like so predictable. It's pretty good written. I think it's pretty well written. I can't speak. I think it's pretty well written as well. It's already dead, honestly. But it's just so tropey that you cannot. Detectives already dead. Like every theory I had about the anime, right? I said earlier, with all the things with like Siesta, Nagisa, and Hell, and all this stuff, and Alicia, all this stuff has been right. I was talking about Alicia, Siesta, Hell, the Heart. Like it's just so predictable because I think they're using so much tropes. It's like basically every trope you can imagine happens, right? Even though it is so by the book, I guess. So the writing gets kind of weak because it's exactly as you expect, right? This anime is the mystery is a lot better, yeah. Like you can definitely kind of have your assumptions, and the theory I put out there, the two theories, I guess I put out there, the DALETH SHARON theory that I kind of presented here. I think one of them is gonna be true. Of course, it could be something else, but I feel they kind of are likely. But this still is, I feel this is a better mystery, right? Where I feel like this could be this thing, but it could also be this thing, right? We have Step a Detective, for example, because it aired before the thing. In that anime, I'm just like, this is my theory. It's very likely gonna be the right, yeah. In that anime, you feel like I have one theory, this is the right theory, and you're right, yeah. This is my theory. Oh, I was right again, you know. Like, it's just so predictable, yeah. It's like you can guess exactly what's gonna happen. That's of course I keep saying one of the really weak spot with Detective because it's a mystery thriller anime, comedy romance or something, yeah. But the mystery is so obvious, right? It's weakened it a lot. This anime instead, it's a comedy anime, primarily, right? Comedy, romance, some sadness, wholesomeness. Then also has a mystery going for it, and the mystery is definitely pretty well written. You can't really figure out exactly what's happening. You have your ideas, you have your theories, right? I do again would say that most theories you can guess in the anime are true though, so it's not like impossible to figure them out, and it's just more like it's open to it's like open enough so you can guess what's gonna happen, and you're probably all gonna be right, but you don't know exactly. So like I present 2-3 different theories, right, and it's probably gonna be one of those. So it's not like a gigantic mystery in that sense, but I think it's good enough that you are definitely like interested in finding out the truth, right, and seeing these puzzle bits, as Bocchan said, being filled out, right, and on the same time you're enjoying a lot the comedy and the etchiness and everything, yeah. So I think it's one of the by far the best animes this season because it really has everything. It has this mystery and so on. I mean, I could say it already, but I think I said already in episode like 3 or 4 or so in that review. I was like, it's a really good anime because it's a roller coaster of both sadness and comedy in the episode, and also has an interesting plot, right, generally. So yeah, I think definitely one of the best anime this season by far, honestly. Define it exactly, but definitely top 5 for me. I think by far better than most other animes this season because it's like 3-4 different genres on the same time, but it really is good in all of those genres. I mean, you said ecchi part 2, the kaff agian, yeah, they has the ecchi, the lewdness, that kind of like trash comedy too, right? The harem trash kind of joke comedy, whatever you call it, yeah. And also the more wholesome romance too, right? So it's also good in both that sense too. Because some other animes, they're really good at being ecchi comedy, right? Like Girlfriend, that's a really ecchi comedy. Onsen, Oppice, yeah, so acids, yeah, really good with that kind of comedy. Doesn't feel very wholesome though, like it has some wholesome moments. Not the good, right? You watch something like the Bunny Senpai, massive wholesomeness. Little bit ecchi, but I mean mostly a wholesome anime. This anime here is both wholesome and ecchi, right? Yeah, it managed to, I think, be really good at both those things. Which isn't the same thing, definitely not. You can have other animes that are purely just wholesome, right? Purely wholesome romance. And you can have other animes that are just ecchi, like for example, Inspiration Reviewers, just purely ecchi comedy. Zero romance, just very, very ecchi, yeah. And it's still hilarious, I mean, it doesn't have to be bad. I'm not saying it's bad or good being either of this case. I'm just saying that in anime you have romance, right? It's a very general term. Then you have like ecchi romance, you have horror romance, you have wholesome romance, you actually have a lot of different like subcategories of what kind of romance comedy, or just romance. It can be sad romance, but like rom-com, generally than rom-com, what it can be, right? This obviously is a rom-com primarily, right? And most comedy, but this is, I mean, generally a mixture between rom-com etchiness and rom-com wholesomeness, right? And some animes try that and fail, but I think most animes kind of aim for one thing, right? You have like a harem and it's just very, very ecchi. Like they kind of aim for one thing usually. But anyway, a really good episode, or 10 out of 10 episode, I think. See you guys tomorrow with Onishan, because there's no, there's nothing, right?